Okay, welcome to Gunny Sharp Talk. Sorry about the music in the background from upstairs. This is a quick video. There's been some discussion in the past about sharpening the Spanto on a guided system. And I've heard people say that you can't do it, that you're gonna get the bevel wider right here, and you're always gonna have that funky little like Nike swoosh looking thing right here where the belly and the tip meet. Well, this is to show you guys that you can do it on a guided system. Yes, it is a little easier to do freehand, but what you want to do is do like you would a normal tanto in the beginning. So you're going to start sharpening the tip and the belly like they're two different knives. So what I'm doing here is I'm reprofiling this bevel a little bit on here because this particular customer wants a mirror polish on it. I was going to do it freehand, but I was in a discussion earlier with somebody about it, and they said that it can't be done on a guided system. So I figured I would do a quick video to show you that it can. Now, when you come to this edge, in order to treat it semi like a tanto, let this stone come over the edge, but don't let it roll. So almost like you're coming off a tip right here. So let it come about halfway. Same thing here, about halfway, but don't let it roll. You can see the angles change from here to here. Let them. So as I'm reprofiling this, you can see there's a spot here. Let's see if we can zoom in. Sorry, I'm trying to work this by myself. So there's a spot right here, if I can zoom in enough to catch it. Anyways, that I've got some marker on. So it's not quite hitting that spot right now, and that's okay. I'm not hitting it from either side right now, and that's all right. But what I am doing is trying to make sure this width of this bevel matches this. So then, as I continue to get this part of the bevel to match the width that this was, because originally this tip was thinner, the bevel was skinnier, and the bevel was skinnier here and it was wider here at that little Spanto part. So I'm working using pressure, putting pressure on the back side of the bevel up towards the shoulder of it to slightly widen this bevel. And get the bevel width to match what it is right here. Same thing here. I'm putting more pressure towards the back part of the bevel to get it to match in width. Then you do a few strokes and roll it over. All right, now what I'm doing here is I'm coming off to get this to blend. I'm putting pressure here. So I'm turning my hand in as I come out in like a sweeping motion. And that's why I do short strokes when I'm trying to blend, because I have more control over the pressure. And then I'll use the whole stone, you know, as time progresses. But same thing, as I'm coming up here, I'm putting pressure back here. And that's putting pressure on the back side of the stone and up at the top corner. And that helps widen my bevel ever so slightly, just enough to blend it. Letting this get kind of dry. But these metallic bonded work fine dry too. Now, as I get closer to it and I'm coming into it and I'm not quite getting to that point, I'm putting pressure on the front side. Now I'm rolling over. I'm not quite going off the tip, just rolling over. And by doing that, let's see, bear with me a second. So I'm gonna pull the camera out here. I wanna show you how that blends. And then I'll click off here for a minute so you don't have to see the whole sharpening, but that's the idea behind it, and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, before I finish up, I want to explain something. As you're coming through and you're stopping here and you're stopping here, then when you decide to come through and do your sweep, kind of, if you put pressure, kind of pull back. And you want to put pressure towards the apex, not the shoulder, because you don't want that getting any wider. It's already wide enough. So you would come through doing the sweep and you're gonna put pressure on the shoulder by pushing down like I've showed you before, back here. And then when you get to right about here, you're gonna switch and you're gonna pull to sweep through. Same thing if you're going this way. Put pressure on the shoulder. When you get to right here, pull to sweep through, so that you don't make this any wider right here at the transition. Okay. Sorry about that. So you guys tell me, did I do it? That's a Spanto. I know the bevel looks different here because of the angle. Let me take it out of here, hold on. But trying to show that it's also sharp at the transition here. Well, doesn't cut through that. Let's try it again. Right at the transition, there we go. There you go. So Whittle's hair, I'll try to get a better view of the reflection so maybe you can see the transition better. There you go, maybe you can see it is reflecting on there better. Close up at that transitional sweep. anyways, thanks for tuning in. If you would, like and subscribe, and I'll bring you some more tips. Thanks.